Hey guys, what's going on? We got a 2012 Impala here, and we're getting ready to put a blend door actuator in the driver's side, and we'll show you how it's done. All right, good.
So we're changing a blend door actuator, and we got a couple of 7mm screws that we just took out. There's one over here and one over here, and we're gonna pop this panel down. Okay, take that out, and we've got a couple more 7s here. We'll take this metal panel down here. They're Phillips or 7mm. I like the 7mm better. Take this down, get this out of the way, and the blend door actuator. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we have to take down here. There's a panel underneath here with button plugs here, and we're going to take that off right there. Okay, there's one there, and there's one over on this side right here. Okay, there's one buried down underneath here, above the accelerator pedal. I'm going to take that one off as well. This one here is a little harder to get at, but we'll get it. It's the same size button plugs. Sometimes you got to rotate it around to get the tool in there so you can get at it. Get that one down there. Get this one down. We got some electrical stuff. We're just going to swing this down out of the way. And, okay. Now if we look over,
Where's this thing living?
It's buried up behind this electrical plug here.
Okay.
So there's a couple of plugs here that we're gonna remove and then pull the harness down, and we'll be able to see it. And that's with the button plug tool again. This one's coming down. Okay, get that one there. Pull that one down, and this electrical plug here. Let's see. Oh no, it's just it's just taped to something here. Oh, it's a little clip it's a little metal slide-on clip. Let's see. Oh, we'll just. There it is.
There you go.
Okay, so we got that stuff hanging there, and we got, looks like one more up here that I think if I take this one out of the way, it'll give me some more room. Looks like there's a big ground stud there that I don't really want to take off, but if I have to, I'm going to. So we got all this wiring down now out of the way, except for the ground stud. But I've got, I think I can feel the 2 screws. Let me get my hand up there, Tom. I gotta get my head over here.
Okay.
So I'm going with the long swivel here, the 5.5, and I got my long extension motor drive set up. I'm going to get the screw loose, and it looks pretty loose now. I'm going to go in there and grab it.
That's where the actuator's hanging though, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on for it.
Okay, I got one screw out. Okay, so the other one, you're right in the way. Yeah. Okay, there it is. And this one, I gotta come in. Okay, yeah.
How many of these screws are in there, can you tell?
Should be just 2.
Oh, 2?
Okay, move the camera. I'm gonna pull the screw out now. Oh, just fell out. Okay. Now I can't really see the electrical connector in there, so we're gonna remove the actuator, and then we'll know it's dangling. It's tough to get your hand in here. Okay, I got my hand right on it. I can feel the electrical connector. Okay, I got it out. Now I gotta unplug the electrical connector. Yeah, that's tough to see it.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay, there it is.
This thing's never easy.
Yeah.
It's not too bad though.
Okay, I feel like it's got a clip that I've gotta. All right, I'm gonna get a long flat screwdriver to pry up on it. Okay, right there. Okay, I'm gonna try and. And I can't see.
Okay.
So we just got it to come out, and it's hard to get the camera in there and see it. But I'm gonna compare it, the position of it to the other one. And because these things hang up, sometimes the blend doors can hang up if you're not using them a lot. So I'm kind of want to grab the, match this up. See, the position is in a different position right now, kind of straight up. So I want to, when this is in, it's normally, it looks like it was straight up position like this. And then I had a bolt, you know, over here and a bolt over here. So, and then this has a lineup pin that goes on here. So we're trying to get the other one that's in the same position. But as long as I can move the blend door, I can probably get this thing in there. And then as I twist this into place, that'll find itself to line up the pinhole right here. The dowel, there's a plastic dowel that goes into this one. So I wanna make sure that this blend door, the stud that's sticking out, I want to try and grab that and turn it with some pliers to make sure that the blend door is not seized. And we're gonna try that now. Let me get back in there with the light and take a look. Doing that right in there?
Yeah. So. All right. So where was that? You had a clip you had to take off, right?
No, I just took off some bolts. Oh, the clip?
There's a clip holding on.
No, just this metal thing right here that slid onto the heater case, and I'll show you that when we put it back on.
Okay.
But right now I got my finger right on the blend door. You might have to come over here on this side, Tony, and get down to see this.
Okay.
And then we're going to grab this blend door and we're going to move it with some pliers and make sure.
Yep.
Why don't you come over here?
So there's the white sticking out right there that Steve was just talking about. Yeah. So we're gonna try to change the position of that so it lines up with the new blend door. Yeah, that's the little the knob.
And you already did it on that side.
So we want to turn it manually. So when the connector slides down, it slides over here.
Yep.
We just get a little screwdriver up and pry it up and then pushed up on the clip.
And that's how we release the old actuator. You got to be real careful not to break it though.
Yeah, and it was tough to get in there, so we used a long extension. So Tony just showed you the male shaft sticking out that goes into the back here. And I'm going to grab that with some pliers and try and turn it and make sure that it's free. Okay. Okay, I'm getting it to turn. Okay, I'm going to turn. Now it's in a straight up position, and that's in the position that my actuator is in. So I'm going to try and get it into place right now. Feed it up into place, and it's going to go into the shaft's going to go into the female side over here. But you know, this harness, there's junks in the way. There's always something that.
It ain't too bad though. I've seen worse.
Okay. Okay. It feels like it's in place. Let me see if the screw holes are showing. All right, move the camera for a second. Just by feel, I have to go for this electrical connector, and I'm gonna plug it into the top here. And it's all by feel because you can't really get your hand in here. I mean,
I can get the camera in there and you can see that.
yeah. Okay. Listen, now listen for the click. All right, there was no click. It's in though.
There it is.
Oh, thanks, Tony. Yeah, no, it's in. It's locked in.
You got your back, bro.
All right, so, all right, and I got it lined up. The screws lined up. So I'm gonna go and put that screw that's in the back side first. This one here goes in the back side first. In there. Yeah, this harness sucks. All right, I'll tighten this first one up. And I'm not gonna get it too tight because I gotta get the other screw in.
May need a little bit of play.
And you have to get your hand. All right, you gotta move the camera because I can't get that.
There you go.
Okay, all right, that one's tight. I'm gonna go back to the other one down here. It's over on the back side. And we'll get that one tight. Okay. All right, that one's tight. Okay, so we've got the actuator plugged back in. We checked the blend door to move it to make sure it wasn't frozen solid. We got it to move. So we can check this right now. So we're gonna start the car and put the blend door on hot and make sure that he's getting heat.
I have it on defrost, so if you want to put it on all the way over, that's what I do.
Okay, right there.
Open these, open the doors.
Oh, I feel
Oh, it's heat.
Feel heat.
We're good.
Much better. Oh, I can feel it out there.
There's heat on the other one too, right? And that one too.
Yep, check them all. Yeah, let's see it over here, Steve.
Okay, so this has the dual climate control. We had a problem with the other one on the other side, and we went with the Dorman blend door actuators, and this is a Duralast one, and we've had so luck with the Dormans, but the AC Delco one is pretty much twice the money. So, but sometimes you get what you pay for. So if it's easy to go in there, the one on the passenger side is easy to change. You fold the glove box down and you have easy access to get in there. This one's a little more difficult, but we're going to try our luck with this Duralast one. And so now we got the blend door working, the heat is working, and we checked our blend door manually with some pliers to make sure there wasn't something obstructing it, or you don't know what could have gotten in there. Mouse, anything can happen. So you always want to try and turn it and make sure it moves, and now we know it does. So we're going to just get these wiring harness back together and the clips, and we'll button this thing up. Yeah, there's a clip on this relay right here that we slid off the heater case. It goes into this little pocket right here, and I just slipped it back in place, so that's back in place now. And then we had these things here had some button plugs that went up in place. Move the ground. This one just popped up into here. Okay, we got that one in there, and then this bottom one just went into this hole right here. Okay, that one's back in place. All right, so we've got the harnesses all back in place, and we've got this everything back in there. So we're just going to get this panel, this bottom panel, back up in place and put these button plugs back in. And we left the electrical connections on this bottom one. We didn't feel the need to have to screw around with that. So okay, that goes way up like that, and then we had.
Gotta take it a video.
Yeah, okay. We get this button right here. It goes into this one.
You just kind of press right in.
Yeah. It's like this little cables. Okay, there it goes. Okay. We got this other one here. Back up, then we can put the plastic button plugs back into it. Okay, got one there, and we got one here, and then we got this crappy one to put in down in the back down here. I gotta get the light down there. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, right down on the bottom there. Yep. Okay, so now we got our metal cover. We've got a bolt back on here. And
What's the metal for, Steve? If you don't mind me asking.
Support in case you crash. You don't want the steering column coming through your waist. So they kind of set it up like that.
Like if there was an electrical fire.
Well, if you had a wicked impact in the front and this steering column came down, it would come right into your gut if you didn't have any metal there to slow it down.
And it's also, if someone's tailgating you, you can rip it off and chuck it at the guy going by.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean... Sorry, guys.
Well, you're kidding. If I get an accident, I don't even know if the airbags work. I still see a lot around on the road, you know.
Okay, we get that. And then make sure our holes are lining up with the bottom because we got the cover that goes over this. Okay, that one's lining up. That one lines up. Okay, so now we got our plastic cover. It's got a bunch of snap plugs on it, and then it's got the 2 screws on the bottom. And we'll just line these snap covers up and get them to lock in place.
There you go.
We've got these 2 bottom 7mm here. You can use a Phillips screw. I like the 7 on them. Put that one there. All right, we got everything done. We ended up, you know, if you have a smaller hand, I've got a big hand, but the smaller hand, you may be able to get in there with just the short ratchet and the 5.5mm. But, you know, I find it easier to use a long extension with the swivel if you can. And then, you know, that connector, that plug up there, we end up going in with the long flathead screwdriver to pry the tab up and just push it off. It's hard to get in there with that ground wiring harness in the way, and there's some type of cable here that's right in the way, so I didn't want to have to deal with any of that. So we got around it, we got it in, it's working, so that'll take care of it.